signing, analyzing games played percentage, hits, runs batted in, strikeouts, batting average, on base plus slugging percentage.
Because those are some names.
So in 2016 to 17, 2015 to 16, 2016 to 17, 2014 to 15 for Cozart, Turner, and Gordon. That's what it's similar to Adam Jones 17 to 18. And it takes in comparison their age and their contract.
Gotcha.
So it's a bunch of stuff, but it's all numbers that are relevant, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
This Philly series is going to suck because I love Aaron Nola.
He looks like the Pittsburgh guy there, Garrett Cole.
Nope. Oh, Cole, yeah.
Yeah, they look a lot alike. But yeah, and that is going to be an interesting series. We only have a two-day turnaround here, so and then the deadline is before the next recording, so it'll be interesting. A couple other trades of note. Well, maybe just one now, because I think we've covered just about all of them. Is Escobar from the Twins to the Diamondbacks? I love that for the Diamondbacks. I just think he could be.
I mean, it's a good piece.
Yeah, that's a classic, small market team move right there. Nothing too crazy, but definitely helps out.
Yeah, I think they could definitely reap the rewards on that. That's their fallback for not getting Machado, apparently. So
makes sense. I mean, I think the biggest trade of the week, whatever you want to call it, was probably Moustakas, right? Going to the Brewers for a pretty significant piece, I feel, for the Royals' future. And now the Brewers have this weird thing where we kind of touched on it earlier. Shaw's going to be playing second.
It's a big infield. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it sure is.
So you want to talk about a team? Terry, you talked about like a month ago. Is Cora the guy to get you in the playoffs? Like, is he going to outmanage a team? Basically, are the Brewers going to get outmanaged with small ball with their big infield?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to fall all on Craig Counsell.
Because if you think about it, like if you bunt it to third, you got to get Moustakas moving the whole game. If you bunt it to first, you got to have Shaw covering first, or if you bunt it to second, you got to have Shaw go get it.
I mean, it's a weird situation. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's not that they're unathletic, because they're not. It's just like you think of like, especially modern day second baseman. You think of guys that pop but are very athletic, and Shaw's athletic, but he's not like.
Maybe they're getting ahead of the curve, honestly.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're getting a guy that has good range, like Shaw would have to have at third base, and putting him at second to see what he can do. He's got a strong arm. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Because what? Who's playing first base? Is Braun at this point just playing first base for them?
Oh, isn't it Aguilar, or is he in the outfield?
I thought Aguilar was in the outfield.
Then it would be Braun. Yeah, I forget where Aguilar was.
Yeah, that's such a that's either way. That is a huge infield.
Yeah, Thames must be in the outfield then.
Let's find out.
Yeah,
they caught Trey Turner, by the way, for bad tweets.
Oh, did they?
Yep, Bleacher Report just shot me that. Yep.
I mean, they're going to catch not every kid, but
everybody that's my age, they're going to catch that. Like between that probably 21 to 25 range, they will catch those people because everybody said something stupid at one point in their life. Some worse than others. Yeah, but let's be real.
Definitely some worse than others, but yeah, no, I agree.
I think the worst thing that I ever tweeted was I tweeted at Danny Green, and I was like, "You are the worst thing that's ever happened to the San Antonio Spurs organization, and I appreciate you."
Oh, interesting. Aguilar is listed as a first baseman on ESPN.
Okay, so that's good. That means that
there you go. So Aguilar is at first.
Okay,
well, such a weird team.
I hope Trey Turner
I like the Brewers, though.
gets in trouble.
I do too. They're a lot of fun.
What are you saying, Terry?
I said that it wouldn't bother me if Turner gets in trouble.
I love Trey.
So Turner has a statement out already.
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
You know what? If Trey Turner is not fit for the Washington Nationals organization, if they want to ship him on over to Boston to play second base, you come on down.
Bryce Harper will probably be his lawyer anyway.
Yeah. Imagine if Trey Turner gets traded out of this now as a controversy. They're just like, yeah, you know what? We can't have him.
That's about as wishful thinking as like LA next year being like, you know what, we don't need Corey Seager.
Yeah, we got Machado. Let's just get rid of Seager. He's coming off Tommy John. What is he ever going to do again? Let's get him out of here.
I will like melt as a human being. Like that would be it for me. I'd be like, oh my god, everything that could have happened is perfect now.
I'll tell you what, if that's the case, we don't even have the prospects for it, but I was going to say, if we had the prospects for it, you would trade for him, put him at second for 1 year, go all in, and then let Bogarts walk.
See ya.
You would just let him happen, and then you would just slide Seager back over there, because he's still on arbitration and stuff.
You know what? Going back to this tweet thing, all these guys are lucky that Josh Hader handled it absolutely perfully. You know,
yep. He handled it really well.
Because that kind of set the stage. Now, it doesn't matter. I mean, unless Turner or who was the other one today, Newcomb, handles it.
Newcomb.
Unless
they went at Newcomb too.
Yeah, as long as they don't handle it terribly, you know, nothing's going to happen to them because the precedence for Hader is really nothing. His team put him through sensitivity training or something, and that's it. No league intervention, no nothing. So,
and his teammates had his back too, which was, I mean, I think it's good because I think they recognize he made a mistake and he was young, and he also recognized it, and his team was like, listen, this is the dude we've hung out with all year, part of last year, spring training, like, they would have known if he was a scumbag, right?
It's all people that have nothing else better to do but go back and look at people's tweets.
Yeah, I mean, it's more or less like if he was a scumbag, if this came out, if Harder was a dick, right? If he was a racist, if he was everything that, you know, the Twitter people are saying, then the team would have came out and been like, yeah, like, not surprised, this kid's an asshole, like, you know, he's been saying stuff like this already, he got in trouble already once this year, but that hasn't happened to anybody. Newcomb, Harder. Yeah, Hader, sorry. Like, none of these guys have been like that. So it just goes to show that it's unacceptable and it is a bad thing, but these people aren't what they were when they were teenagers. Like, these guys, you know what I mean? They're 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the same as when you're 15, 16, 17. So I think it's a tough situation, but I like how the league's handling it, and I like how the teammates are handling it. I like how the players are handling it. I think everyone's understanding that, like, yeah, that was a big deal, but it's not the end of the world, and the players that are doing it are very, like, sorry about it. I feel like they're sincere. Anyway, I don't think it's like PR bullshit, I should say.
Yeah, I've got some of the tweets up. I'm not going to read them, but
yeah, definitely don't read it. If you guys are interested,
that's a no-go.
Go search any of these guys: Newcomb, Turner, Harder. Go search on Twitter.
The hater tweets are awful.
Yeah, the hater tweets are bad. I mean, they're all awful. I'm sure I haven't seen or the Trey Turner ones, but I'm just going to assume they're similar, which is not great, obviously.
No.
And it's unacceptable, and I'm sure these guys are going to go through some sensitivity training and all that. But I mean, we live up in the Northeast. Austin, you're just a sports guy you basically belong up here. But, you know, you look at a guy like Mike Felger a couple months ago, you know, got in trouble for basically laughing at Roy Halladay dying in his plane accident and kind of mocking him, playing sound effects in the background of him splatting into the water, saying he deserved it, blah, 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 blah. And people wanted him fired, people wanted him all that, but he released a statement, he apologized, and he went through sensitivity training, and that was it. So it happens everywhere. And I'm not a fan of Felger, I think he's an idiot, but I don't think unless it's an extreme, like what Chapman did, what I always go back to, like what Ray Lewis did, he killed 2 people. You know, if it goes back to something that extreme, sure, your career should be ruined. But something that you said one time, I don't think it defines you as a person and as like a professional. I don't know how you guys feel about it. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're all falling in line. Like I said, Turner and Newcomb are going to follow Hader's examples, and hopefully as we speak everybody's deleting their accounts or, you know, going through it with a fine-tooth comb. But and I'll say, based on what I've seen so far, I think haters are the worst, and I don't know that I've seen all of them from Newcomb or Turner, but just from the ones I've seen, haters is, you know, over the top. And by far the worst. The ones I said I'm not going to read Turner's, and I'm not, but most of them look more homophobic in nature, so that seems to be the area, he kind of, dove into, unfortunately. But yeah, so hopefully these guys just clean up their accounts. I mean, it's almost like the Me Too movement, where everybody went down. It just every third day it was someone new, and for the most part, like I wasn't fans of most of them anyway. The one that I was a fan with, and I'm just extremely disappointed with, was Louis C.K. I don't know if you guys watch stand up at all, but
oh yeah,
he was the first guy that I was like a big fan of that went down in it. I'm like, God damn it, why did he have to be stupid? Yeah, and the reason I'm mentioning this is because, who's to say, that a prominent Red Sox player, I'm not even going to name names because I'll start a controversy if I do, but...
or just bad luck.
Yeah, or something. they'll come up with something. I could come on here and say, oh, I like Coke, and everyone's going to be like, oh, Pepsi's way better. You're a dumbass.
Well, the worst part is right now, everyone's going to go look up every young Red Sox Twitter right now because,
because of me.
Like the way you just brought it up, they are looking up Devers and Benintendi as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, digging.
I was thinking of a really...
caught at this point. Oh, what were you saying, Terry?
I was going to say, I was thinking of a really good pitcher on our staff. That would be the worst case scenario, but...
Yeah, that would be worst case scenario. But at this point, any athlete, not even young, it's just been coming out young recently, but if you get caught right now, not only are you stupid, but your agent sucks.
Right.
Like,
your team social media guy sucks. Like, they should be deep diving on all these guys.
PR, social media, agent, your self-awareness, like, if you're sitting there right now and you are Trey Turner, during the All-Star game when that all went down, you probably should have sat there and been like, I do remember one time when I was 16, I think I said something kind of questionable. You kind of remember a little bit, right? Yeah, I feel, once or twice these guys might know, so they should kind of be digging themselves. But at this point, if you get caught, the whole team organization is just not figuring it out at this point. And it goes for the Red Sox as well. Like when when Pablo Sandoval was suspended because he was on Instagram during the game. That wasn't even that was Jared Carabas that started that. He found it during the game, and he was the one that tweeted at the Red Sox, being like, "Isn't this dude playing?" He ended up getting suspended for it and blah, blah, blah. But you just got to be smarter as an organization, as an agency, as your own personal person, too.
Right. So hopefully front office executives are talking to player agents right now and saying, look, we don't want any of our guys getting caught up in this. So let's, do some due diligence here. So.
Yeah, take the hour out of your day that you're probably getting paid six figures for, and go through some tweets.
Yeah, we're getting kind of late here, so we've kind of already talked about the Phillies series, so we'll just let that be. Let's just one last topic here. What do the Nationals do in the next day and a half? Because they don't look like they're about to be sellers.
They should do anything.
What should they do, or what are they going to do?
What are they going to do?
Nothing. What they should do is sell the house. They should sell Murphy, they should sell Harper, and they should try and move Scherzer as well. They're not going to do anything. No, they're going to sit there and just let it rot. Oh, they should move Herrera as well. But they're not going to do any of that.
Yeah, I mean, they should listen to anybody who's not controllable for more than the next, 2-3 years, I would say.
And, or someone super old.
Yeah, and they're 6 games back of the wild card right now, and I mean, let's see, the 2 wild cards right now are the Diamondbacks and
the Brewers, I think.
And the Brewers, yeah. So they'd have to knock those 2 out. They'd have to leapfrog the Rockies, who have played better baseball as of late, and there's at least one more. Actually, I have them right here. And then Atlanta is in there as well. So the 2 wild card teams, Milwaukee, Arizona, and then you got Colorado, Atlanta, just barely outside of that. I don't know that they're going to leapfrog all those teams, and And here's another thing. Apparently, they're possibly willing to move Victor Robles in a JT Real Muto deal.
Ridiculous.
That's so stupid.